connect the gap? Never mind.
I can do it as well.
Mm-hmm. You can begin.
Okay, good morning, Facebook family. Welcome to Wake Up Everybody virtual community. It is so wonderful to be here with you. We are going to have a fantastic morning together, just like we always do in this community. Hello, I am Tirza Barnes-Griffith, and I'm your facilitator for today. Our conversation is Shine Your Light Bright. So get ready, wake up, wash your eyes, get your coffee, get your energy right, because it's going to be good. Okay. All right. Good morning to you. So happy you are here with us today. Okay. Right. I see our Zoom family coming into the space. Beautiful. Good morning, Woo community. It is so beautiful to be back here with you all. It's been a minute since I hung out with my fam here at the Woo community, and I'm happy to be back. It's the holiday season. Lots of joy in the air, and I get to share that joy with you. By the way, if you haven't met me before, I'm Tirza Barnes-Griffith. I am your facilitator for today, and we are going to be talking about shining your light bright. All right, my friends, shine your light bright. That's what you were called to do. We don't belong in the shadows, and I'm gonna tell you why in just a few minutes. Good morning.
Morning. Any special preparation, Tirza, for the session?
You might want to grab a pen and a piece of paper or get your smart device so that you can take notes. But most importantly, just come with an open spirit, an attitude of success, and just leaning into the experience. That's it. That's what I'm calling for today. Thank you, Shawnee.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good morning, everyone. I see the fam is popping in. Let me see. Hey, why don't you all put a hello in the chat when you get a moment? Give us one word to describe how you were feeling on this Tuesday morning. It is Tuesday, right? Just help me with that. You know, it gets all blurred after a while. If it's Tuesday morning, let's say, hey, okay. Put one word in the chat to let us know how you are feeling today. My word is fantastic. I'm fantastic because I get to do work that I love. I get to work along beautiful people like yourself. And so I'm fantastic today. I see grateful. Hey, Adam, great to reconnect with you. It's been a while. Yes, grateful. Love that. Let's see what else came through the chat. All right, come on. Let me see. Shawnee, you're blessed, most certainly. Thank you for that. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Renewed, Stephanie, I like that word. Very positive. Beautiful. New day, fresh start. Every day is a fresh start. Beautiful. Good morning for those who are popping in. Hey, Facebook friends. So happy to have you here with us live. It's always a pleasure to be in partnership with you to do this great work. Today, we're talking about shining your light bright. I'm Tirza Barnes-Griffith, your facilitator for today. I cannot believe it's day number 478. Wow, amazing. Absolutely amazing. And let's see, Amai said she or he, I'm not sure, said grateful. And I love that. Beautiful. Right, my friends. Good morning to you. Good morning. Okay.
Wake up everybody, it's time to get up. Wake up everybody, it's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, it's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, it's time to get up. We're healing, we're dealing, we're growing. Together, together, releasing. We're teaching, we're moving. Together, together, we're learning. running, we're striving. Together, together, we're leading, connecting, transforming. Together, together.
All right. Hey, y'all, that is my jam. Like I literally bounce to that song. I so love it. So much energy in it. All right, my friends, good morning and welcome to the Woo community. I am your facilitator today. I'm Tirza Barnes-Griffith, and I'm going to hang out with you and talk to you today about this idea of shining your light bright. This is an important topic as we embark on a new year. We are ending 2021 and approaching a new year. And for many of you, you are thinking, I bet, a lot about what's going to be your thing in 2022. What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to focus on? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to shift and change in your life? How do you want to grow, right? Who do you want to impact? All these things, it's very likely you're thinking about. How do you become more healthy? How do you change your mindset and your attitude, or maybe have healthier, deeper, stronger relationships? You may be thinking about how do you love stronger? How do you forgive, right? So there's the emotional, the personal, even the professional things that you as an individual are likely thinking about as you embark on a new year. And so your dreams, your goals, and your desires are validated right now, here, today. I want to support you in that. And I want to offer you this idea that you have full permission to let your light shine bright as we embark on a new year. This is very important, to let your light shine bright, or shine your light bright. Did you know that your goals, your desires, and your dreams are from your soul? That they are part of your destiny and are aligned with your purpose? That when there's something that you're itching to achieve, it is because it is going to take you to the next level in your life. When we are focused on desires that we feel deep within, that is an indicator that it's not just something that someone has told you you should do, but it's from your soul. And when any desire, dream, or interest is from the soul, your true high self, you can't deny it. You can't resist it. You have to achieve it. And if you do resist it, if you do deny it, if you continue to put it off, you will find yourself having inner conflict. You will find yourself in resistance. You will find yourself in war with yourself because you are not following through on what you are called to do. Sit with that for a moment. If you do not follow through what you know your soul is telling you you must do, there's a feeling of being unsettled that takes place, because divine order is saying it is your purpose. Move, take action. You are designed to create. You are designed to realize your dreams and your goals. Your main purpose in life is to do a few things. First and foremost, it's to create. It's to be well in your mind, to be aligned to your soul, and to reveal the glory of your source and your creator. To bring out and show off the God in you. That is your responsibility in your work. I'm going to say that again, because I said a couple of things. First and foremost, you are designed to create and to bring something amazing into this world. And not just something, many things. You're guided by your soul, and you are fed through those desires and those dreams in terms of what you should be doing. You also purpose to be well, to be happy, and to be at peace. Because when you are well, happy, and at peace, it is so much easier to create. It is so much easier to be able to hear your soul inform you on what direction to take in terms of your creation. And when you create, you show off the God in you, your source, your higher power, your higher self shines bright. You ever said you want to be a superstar? You want to be famous, popular, be recognized for your amazingness? You have to tap into your soul, listen to what your soul tells you, and be obedient to the direction that it is giving you. You have to be willing to shine your light bright. You have to be willing to step out and take risk and create. You have to be willing to do what you are called to do. I imagine that many of you have things that you want to create next year. I want to hear from you in terms of what's on your list. What are you hoping for? Now, when you think about what you're going to share with the community, I don't want you to think about a task. I want you to think about what your soul is calling you to do. It's a higher level. It's a higher level of purpose. It's aligned to why you are here on this earth. It's aligned to what you're supposed to bring on the universe for others so that you shine and others are blessed. So I want you to think about and share with us, what is it that you believe you are being called to create and called to bring into the space for 2022? Anybody wish to share? You can put it in the chat or you can unmute your mic, but I'm nosy and I want to hear from you. So let me get some people to share.
Righty. So yeah, you've given us all this energy, so we want to make sure you get some access. All right, so I'm going to call on Jacqueline to start us off, and then Coach Cheryl to share. So Jacqueline, can you unmute and share what your 2022 vision is? Let me see, hold on. And then if she's not ready, Coach Cheryl, if you can unmute.
And don't feel pressured to have a perfect answer. Lean in to what you feel is coming up natural for you. It doesn't have to be something huge. It's just your personal thing, the personal journey that's important to you.
All right, we're ready to go.
Grand Rising, everyone. So my purpose, I know, is that I'm called to teach healing and wellness in the highest degree by any means necessary. So for 2022, it begins with me. And with me, I want to embody the image of that. And so that involves me resculpting my body, increasing my mobility, being in a consistent regimen of movement and exercise.
Beautiful, beautiful. So there's a vision of just developing yourself physically and understanding that that's going to connect to your mind, your spirit, your soul, this wholeness, this well-being. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Beautiful, Cheryl. Thank you so much for sharing. I see Stephanie has her hand up. Stephanie, would you like to share?
Yes.
Go for it.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I got to take my camera up. Okay. You hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm focusing on first and foremost self, because you can't be helpful to anyone unless self is taken care of first. And I'm looking at being healthy in my mind, in my spirit, and in my body, and how I'm going to relay those things to other people, because we live in a world today where people feel they can't do multiple things. That's what I run into. Oh, I can't do this because I got to do that. Oh, I can't do. But I want to help people, show people that you can have multiple things. You just have to line them up in the right way. And taking one thing at a time, I believe that can be helpful. If you master one, then you can master the other. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at being healthy in the mind, in the body, and in the spirit. And then everything else will line up.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful. So Stephanie, just to be clear, in you developing yourself, you're saying you have a vision to support other people and being able to achieve multiple things. Is that it? Do you want to work with people and helping them do that? Because I'm so happy many of you were discussing and sharing, or the two that we've heard so far, how important it is to work on yourself. So that is something that would happen throughout the year, every year, right? Remember what I said. One of the key purposes of our life is to be well in our mind and our soul and our spirit, to be in agreement with our higher selves, right? That's really important, because without that, we cannot create and we cannot shine as bright as we are designed to. So you're all on it in terms of thinking about working on yourself. I want to push you a little bit more though. In the working on yourself, what do you believe you're going to create out of that? Something tangible, right? I want you to think about that. What are you going to create out of that? You're going to shine by demonstrating this wholeness, this completeness that you already are. But then from that, you're going to impact. You're going to do something else, right? That's going to impact others. So think about that as you all continue to share. But Stephanie, thank you so much. Anyone else? Anyone else like to share? Did we get anything in the chat?
Good morning.
Good morning. Who said that?
Deborah. You guys hear me? Me. Can't hear me, huh?
Yeah, we can. Is that Jacqueline?
Jacqueline.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm in another place, country, so I didn't know if you could get me.
Hey, Miss Jackie, it's wonderful to see you.
Hey, I can't even see you guys.
But it's wonderful
going on
to
up
be here with you. What's going on? What's your plan for 2022? What are you called to create? Did we lose Jackie?
There's a reception issue. So in the meantime, Zahora, if you can come back on while Jackie gets her sound together. We saw you pop in and heard your voice.
Okay, what I focus on for this year coming up is to be more conscious and of our divine divine inner being, in contact with the source of everything, just to be conscious and aware of God's presence.
Beautiful.
And to
Beautiful.
don't let nothing sidetrack you. Just keep on pushing, go forward, because there's a lot of things that's going on now, with the COVID and everything. But if we can't make it at one thing, we can try something new. Yeah.
Excellent. And what's your new, by the way? I told y'all I'm nosy. So what's your new? What's the one new thing that you're going to go forth and pursue in 2022?
Looking at my struggles and as a process of realizing my inner being, my struggles as a process of my individual potential.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. And here's what I want to also share with you all. It's also about being in tune to all that's working for you as well, and maximizing on that, right? Because your light is shining and what's working well for you right now, and we forget that, right? So, it's interesting you said, just, those struggles, working on those struggles, but what are those strengths that you can maximize on? Because my friends, it's in your strength that you shine.
Yeah, but the struggles define you. It's like it's what you are made of. Is what your struggles is all about, and that's your gift. Because God put us here to give back. So we have these struggles that we go through, growth, and it might be a lot of pain, but we do get through it, with His help.
Yeah.
God is strength.
So here's what I like to focus on in my work. We know that struggles are real. They are alive. We experience them. Sometimes we can't escape them. We have to move through them. And in that, we learn so much. We evolve, we grow. It positions us for the next thing. It positions us for the creating. It does. But in the struggle, you always have a choice in terms of what you're going to put your energy on. Okay, so in the moment of the struggle, you get to wake up every day and decide, am I going to dance in the struggle, or I'm going to celebrate what's working for me? It's very important that you stay in that consciousness so that you can keep your mind on the focus of creating. Okay, so a little bit about myself and why I can speak to this very confidently. Since I've been with the Woo community, from the very beginning, I've shared this with you all. I have been in the process of a divorce and having to separate from my family and recreate or create an entire different experience than what my children have been used to. So it's been a process of almost 2.5 years. And in that process of struggle and sadness and shift and change and going through my children being brokenhearted and demonstrating behavior that demonstrates that, I had a choice to make. That choice was, do I live or do I stay in suffering, even in what feels like hell to me? Are you all with me? I need to know you're with me right now. I had a choice to make. And so my prayer was continuous courage, building my strength every day, and really tapping into my light and what I have been called to do, and making a choice to move forward assertively, believing that everything is working for my good. I had a choice to either cry every day and keep the covers over my head, or realize that I am a freaking bright light, and it is not designed for me to be in suffering, even though I'm going through some mess. Now, if we were in church, I would expect y'all to be like, amen, okay? Because that was good. That's real. All right? So here's what I'm saying. Don't get crazy. Don't focus so much on those struggles. Yeah, you in them, but see, there's a purpose for you. And if you hang out in those struggles too much and you let them define you, you get lost, and then you don't get focused on the light that's in you that wants to shine and create and be purposeful. So for me, I'm not accepting that. Did I tell you I push back with love? Because I do. All right. Anybody else want to share?
Read a few. Jacqueline, you have your, okay. Do you have your audio straight? Jacqueline? All right, there's some still challenges. I'm going to read the chat and then we'll go to the raised hands. Okay. So Zakia says, The Adventures of Shadow, the Talking Cat series, the book series for children that she's working on for 2022 is on the horizon. And then As Long as I Am Breathing, my story with Best Life Healing, Coaching, and Consulting. And I don't want to mispronounce. What's the word, Z, that represents help?
Sadaka.
Sadaka. All right. Centers International, a hand up, not a handout. Beautiful. All right. So that's what Z shared. We also have from Facebook, Imani Abdullah said, great day, family. My plan is to brand my business and launch my website, as well as continuing my travels on this adventure, falling in love with myself. Yes. All right. I love it. And Zakia just shared that the acronym BEST for her means being every spirit guided thought. Kinyofu shared that from Facebook for herself is that her plan is to partner with others who align with my objective to stop generational trauma and rebuild our personal and financial legacies. Ashe, ashe.
Beautiful.
And then I'll read a couple more and then we can go to the raised hands. From Facebook, Kaisha said, I began working on myself in 2021. So now I have to put action to my plans. I am called to travel to, let's see, what does this say? Beast Town Bald? Okay, I'm not sure what that is. The highest peak in Georgia. Okay. Going to this place is on my vision board for 2021, but I didn't make it I'm not sure if I will make it next year due to other travel commitments, but I really want to go to this place, so I will try to make it happen. All right. One more, and if everyone could mute.
Shawnee, can I step in for a second?
Oh, sure,
Absolutely. There's a learning in what our friend just said about, I'm not sure if it's going to happen.
Right.
I'm gonna try to make it happen. And so when we're starting to think about the things that we want to achieve and our focus, so that was birthed out of your soul, right? Who was that who shared that? Just remind me of her name, please. Kaisha. So Kaisha has this desire to travel to this place. I don't remember the name, but you have this desire. Remember that that desire is birthed from your higher self. It is within you, it's within your soul. And remember, if you don't pursue it, there's a restlessness that takes place. When you know that something is from the soul and it's guiding you and directing you, you have to trust that the universe will bring you the people, the opportunities, the money, the situation to position you to do what you want to achieve. Okay, that's a very important piece, right? You know, some of us say it's the faith factor. You got to have the faith, right? The knowing that it's for you, and not necessarily saying it has to happen at a certain time, but there's a knowing that it is going to happen. Let me say that again. It's a knowing. If I was in a public workshop with you, I would have you all repeat a knowing that it's going to happen for you because it was given from the soul, meaning it was destined for you to experience. The creation is destined for you. So it's not a story of anymore, I'm not sure if it's going to happen. It's a knowing it's going to happen, and you sit back in a steadiness watching the universe work in your favor. So when we are moving out of our soul from our higher self, my friends, we're not forcing, we're not going back and forth like the wind, wavering, doubting. There's a knowing because you received that desire from your true self. Do you all see what I'm saying? Does that resonate with you?
Ashe, yes, and drop it in the chat if it does. So she is getting some feedback from all of you based on, once again, don't make her work so hard. And I want to repronounce, and I'm going to look this up on the internet. So thank you, Kaisha. Brasstown Bald, the highest peak in Georgia. That's where she's declaring that she's going. And now you've exposed us to a new space. Well, I didn't know about it. Maybe others in the space knew about it. Yeah. All right. So we're going to hear from some other people, and then we'll go back to the chat. We had hands raised. What happened to them?
Well, I see Teresa.
Teresa.
Hi, good morning, Tirza. How are you doing?
Good morning, sis.
I am experiencing a newness in my life that I have never experienced. And I'm excited about it because I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I'm not saying poor Teresa. I'm just experiencing it, and I am loving it because there's a lot of things about myself that I have not dealt, that I was not dealing with. And now that they're coming up, I'm like, okay, you're here. So what can I do about it? And how can I go to the next level? And that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited because I am going to be moving. I thought it was Georgia, but I'm not really sure, but I am going to be moving next year. I thought about when I said I was going to have a bikini party last year. And so that's what kicked in. It's like I had my bikini party. So
wait. Did Teresa say a bikini party? Hold on.
I had my bikini party for my birthday last year. And so what I did was that I spoke it into existence all the time. And so I said, Teresa, you got to get that same motivation that you had about that bikini party. And it came to pass. When I tell you, I had that bikini on and I was loving myself, and I showed my body, and I felt so healing. Beautiful. Just to express myself. It was just so awesome. So I'm just excited for however that the spirit, wherever he wants me to go. I don't want to fight it because I have been fighting, and I have been saying, oh, I can't do that. And I have done so many things that I never thought I could do. So I'm open for wherever the spirit wants to take me. And and what I'm loving too is that I'm being more committed to being debt free. I've been paying my bills, and sometimes I don't have the money. And I also said to maybe to get a part-time job or something. And I haven't thought about having like a real job in a long time. So I'm just excited about that mindset.
I love it, Teresa. Thank you. I'm excited for you. I see your evolution. I've seen your growth from the very beginning of Woo to where you are today. I'm so proud of you, sister. Keep it up. Keep listening to your soul. Keep listening to the spirit communicate to you, and be obedient when you listen, right? So when you hear a move in your heart, don't be afraid to step out. And that's where I want to go next, right? I want to hear from Ariane. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name correctly, but you said in the chat that you are restless in your soul. So I want to talk to you a little bit. But before I get to what you're saying, I want to speak to this idea of you hear the call to create, you hear the call to do, but something gets in the way. Something gets in the way that stops you. And so, Ariane, I want to hear why you are restless, because my sense is something is in the way that's stopping you. And so let's explore that together, and then I'll talk a little bit more in detail. Go for it.
So I had like a plan for 2021. I was going to start like a book, children's and parents book, and then I had a loss, and then another loss, and another loss, and it was just so many people transitioning, and I was holding space for so many people that I didn't really focus on my goals. And so now I'm trying to recenter that, because I just feel restless. Like I just like want to create and get out and just do something else. And so I just know that I really need to get it done for 2022.
So tell me a little bit more. What does the restlessness feel like? What do you experience when you know you're being called to create and it's not happening? What is that feeling like for you? What's going on in your head? What are you telling yourself? What are you thinking about? What are you overly thinking about? Give me the details.
I'm just constantly thinking about like, I need to, like everything is just not good enough. Like it just feels like I don't want to do my regular work. I don't want to do my side work. I don't want to, there's nothing that feels comfortable in my brain, and I want to try out so many things, but nothing it has the passion behind it and sustainability behind it, besides the one idea that I have. So I just feel uncomfortable.
So what is the universe telling you based on that?
So the universe is telling me that I need to create this book for communication between children and parents, create these spaces that I've always seen as such a wonderful place for like me and my mom to be able to communicate better, and children and their parents to communicate better. It just feels so healing in my head. So I just feel like I need to get it on paper.
And
I don't know if that's describable.
But it's perfect because it's yours. See, that's what I want to get to. No one can do it the way you will do it. It's what you've been called to do. And so it's already yours and it's waiting for you. And so the restlessness is because the assignment must be pursued. You get that? It's because it's for you. No matter how many books are already out there on this topic, nobody's going to do it the way you do it. So it is an assignment to create, but not to force, to continue listening to your soul guide you. But here's what I want to address. I want to address the voice that gets in our head and stops us from listening to our true self guide us in moving in the creation. You all with me? So that voice that shows up that can sometimes hinder our light from shining bright. And when I say your light from shining bright, it's stepping out and doing what the hell you've been called to do without fear, without thinking about what other people think about you, without the self-doubt, without the programs and the constructs, without what people say you should do based on what they believe you should do, but you doing it because you know it's for you to do, and you stand boldly doing it, and thus your light shines bright. But the voice that comes in and interrupts you is all those things I just said. They're lies about whether you can do it and be effective. Your ego starts to play with you and tell you you're not enough. The self-doubt might come in. The constructs that you believed about possibly being a woman who does this or a man who does that may come in and interfere. And those things dull your light, and it slows you down from the creating that you are supposed to do, the way you do it. You start thinking about other people who do what you're going to do, other books that are out there on the topic that you know in your soul you should be doing. Those things dull your light, slow you down, and prevent you from moving in your purpose. Dangerous, warning signal. And my friends, what I'm trying to get across to you is you cannot let those things get in the way from your light. You are purposed in your light. You know, I found a scripture because I thought it was so relevant that I want to share with you. It's so important. And I'm going to read it to you and listen to me. You all probably know, some of you might know the scripture, Matthew 5:15-16. I thought I'd bring the Bible out for y'all today, but listen to this. People do not light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all. In the same way, my brothers and sisters, I'm talking to you, let your light shine before others so they may see your good works and give you glory and God glory, the glory of God that is already in you. I added that because I don't want to separate you from God. You are one with God. So when we speak about light and when we use the symbolic metaphor of a lamp, it's about you have a wisdom and an intellect and a glory that is not meant to be hidden. It is meant to shine for people to see. So who is going through the voices of you can't do it, or you are not enough, or you are worried about fear, or worried about what other people think? Who's going through that? Amai, I see your hand up. Talk to us.
It's Amal. Everybody gets me and Amai confused all the time. Girl, honey, you just stepped all over me. You know what? In meditation, Spirit says, you do this. Now, I'm saying, no, I don't want to do, no, actually, I don't say no. I just listen. Said, okay. But in my heart, I'm saying, I just don't want to do it. I'm not qualified. And my ego I was asked to do a piece with a women's ministry, and I had to use the Bible. I'm not that familiar with the Bible, but I said, okay, I'll do it. And I got in and read the Bible. I saw some contradictions and I'm saying, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? But I was able to get through the talk. And some people said, you did a good job, but in my heart, I said, darn, I'm just in areas that I'm not familiar with. So I said, well, you know what? Maybe what I should do before I do anything else, maybe what I should do is see if I can get qualified, certified in being a spiritual practitioner. And I went online. I was going to looked at some places, and I did the pendulum on one place that I was thinking about, the only place that I saw. And Spirit said, no. And then you're saying that is the part of me that ego that's saying you are not qualified. How are you going to be the one that's going to speak on anything when you're just learning it yourself? Or even though you've lived through it and you've done a lot of stuff, nobody gave you papers on that. But I'm still taking the yes road. I'm still saying yes. I'm going to do what the main thing is that on the 11th, I'm facilitating a CCB breathwork session. And that's where Spirit says I should go. And I keep saying, no, I really don't want to do it. The last time, I don't know if anybody got it.
Oh, let me stop you and say, you can't keep contradicting the Spirit.
All right.
You cannot keep contradicting the Spirit. How dare you? How dare you? Let's sit with that for a moment.
Okay.
You all want to achieve a certain level of success and personal fulfillment and well-being, yet when the Spirit comes to you and taps you on the shoulder and say, boo, I got you, here's what you need to do, you go and contradict it. How dare you? How dare you? Think about that. And all because of the stories we have in our head about, I'm afraid, I'm worried, I'm gonna feel I'm not enough, I'm gonna be rejected, and that's all BS. And that's the work that you have to do, reprogram that BS, because that is gonna stop you from living your best life and making the impact that you are supposed to make on this universe, and be the light that is supposed to shine bright for your well-being and for others. So how dare you? So when we think about, everybody talk about God and, God's going to come on. If God, presence, if it came and sat at your kitchen table and said, this is what you're supposed to do, you going to contradict that? No. What are you going to do?
I'm going to stand. I'm going to say, yes, that's what you're telling me to do. Yes. And I've done that, but that other part of me keeps trying to trip me up. I am going to do it. I'm going to do all the research. I am going to do it. It's just the doubt that's there. It's just how dare you think that you are an authority on this? That's what's saying. That's what it's saying.
But here's what I'm trying to get to you. If you've been called to do it, you have already what you need to be successful. That's the point that we have to get from this. If you told me that, Spirit, that this is the topic I'm supposed to do today because I listened, then I'm going to move with that, because that means you already positioned me to win. When you step outside of anything that's from your soul in the direction that comes from your soul, when you step outside of that, you position yourself to not win. Yeah. When you move with the soul, boom, you win. You win. So when I log on today, I'm winning because I heard the Spirit guide me and direct me, and I'm hearing it as I move in the work that I'm doing right now. Mm-hmm. So when you listen to the Spirit, you are listening to yourself and you are trusting yourself. Mm-hmm. And what we don't do enough is, my friends, trust ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't trust ourselves enough.
And, at first I thought it might be the ego, but the ego does not want me to succeed in anything. The ego.
Absolutely not.
This the doubt that is the ego messing with me.
Absolutely.
I hear you. And I'll be ready on January 11th. I know
you will. I know you will. And you're gonna push past any of those messages and keep going. So I've been here, right? So, with COVID, I had a 9-to-5. Let me tell you a little bit about my story. I was already in the process of, I've been doing speaking and coaching for over 20 years. And, but I knew that the Spirit was telling me, as a matter of fact, I was in my office at my 9-to-5 over 2 years ago. And the Spirit said, this little office does not shine your light the way it should. This is not the space. Your light is being hidden. That's what the Spirit told me. It's so funny now, we're talking about light. Your light is hidden here, is what the Spirit told me. And I knew I had to start moving and making things happen so that I can step out and do what I know I'm supposed to do full time. COVID hit, was laid off. Everybody's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no. This is my time. And I was getting ready. This is my time. Now, in the process of stepping out, oh man, it was scary. I told myself all type of stories about I'm not ready, I'm not enough, who's going to care about what I say, I'm going to be overbearing, should I post this on social media, what are people going to say, I'm going to be rejected, oh, I had the it's not going to work for me story. But I knew if I hang out in that space, I'm going to regret it. I'm going to regret it because I know I've been called to create. I know I've been called to do something that's more, and I must resist the temptation to hang out and I'm not enough and it won't work. And thus I stand here or sit here with y'all today. This is just one of the doors that opened for me once I made the decision to let my light shine bright, because that's what happens. As soon as you make the choice to stand true to the calling, doors will open up for you. Opportunities will come for you. You will gain a clarity like never before on what you should do. So you are positioned so your light shines, but it's up to you. It's up to you. And so what are you going to do? Anybody else in the space want to talk? Amal, thank you so much for sharing. I look forward to hearing your success story, and we're all holding you accountable to making it happen. You done put it out there now.
All righty. Beautiful, Mama Amal. I can't wait. And Stacy said from Facebook that anywhere you are ministering, that we're going to show up, and she's absolutely right about that. And she said God has authorized you. So beautiful. Z was sharing that, I'm sorry, another sister in this space was talking about how ego is easing God out.
Yes.
Reiterating Stacy's share that you are capable and that you are equipped.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and then Mama Mal, Zakia said, paper means nothing. It is within you. And you just reiteration from the community, you know that they love you and we got you. Coach Cheryl, everybody's giving you messages. She shared share your lived experience. It has been given to you. You will also be given what to do. So go through this chat so you can receive your love and your nourishment, Mama Amal. And let's see who else. Stacy acknowledged your gorgeousness, Tirza. You know, we talk about that all the time. Inside and out, lit and enlightened. And she said you giving up Shawnee vibes.
Hey. Oh, absolutely. That's an honor. Thank you.
Awesome. All righty. Let me see who else. And then also, who else wants to receive feedback, coaching, nourishment from Tirza? I'm looking through the chat, but we got folks right up in here. I want to go back to what my sister shared earlier about what she's declaring for 2022. She said healing, spiritual growth and connection, bonding, growing wealth, self-care and health, self-awareness and commitment. And then she wrote 3 times, new. All righty. Loving it. So who else wants to share? We have a hand raised by Cheryl Martinez. So come on through, Cheryl. You have to unmute yourself. There you go. All right, let me go with Cheryl. There she is, and then Sohora, you can go next because we didn't hear from you earlier. I just remembered. Sorry about that. Cheryl, you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
All right, awesome.
Good morning.
I am so grateful that I came on this morning. I hadn't received my text. So I was like, what's going on? But I'm like, I know it was this morning, so I wanted to come on, and I was so delighted to see you on. And
thank you.
Just hearing some of the things, it just really really touched me. And it just you put it right there in my face. And I need that. I appreciate that. And just thinking about those times where I have so much doubt in myself. I'm in a situation, I'm in a smaller town in Florida. I kind of reestablished myself here as a nurse, been working in the maternal child healthcare in my town. Been on some of the boards, just really feel like being positioned in a way that my soul is calling for me to open a birthing center. Because we have a high infant mortality rate for a lot of our Black and brown babies. And there's a certain community because there's lots of, money in this community and people are willing to give it, but the proportion of disparity from the haves and the have-nots is just really sad. So it's something that has always kind of, I've been pulled to, but when I think about it, I'm like, how am I going to start this birthing center by myself? I'm going to need funding. I'm going to, just creating all.
Right. So that's the first thing. When you're given a dream, if you get caught up in the how I'm going to do it, forget it. You will be so overwhelmed. It is not your job to be thinking about how it's going to get done. It is your job to listen to the soul as it guides you step by step. So the first thing you all have to do is get out of your mind this thing about how it's going to get done. So for me, one of my desires, and Cheryl, this is all back to you, stay with me, is to have a home in 2022. Divorcing, I got 2 babies. I'm promising my babies a home, okay? That is incredibly important to me. Yes. I refuse to stop focusing. I refuse to focus on the how and believe it's going to be. And I know in the depths of my soul, I could feel it. It's mine. It's mine already. I go into like this zone of visualizing. I could feel it. I'm like, it's crazy. That's my knowing. And so the how is simply the trusting. So Cheryl, your how is the trusting yourself and the spirit to guide you on what to do one step at a time. One step at a time based on what you are getting from your higher self. Your higher self already said, do it. And you will be restless if you don't pursue it. Now, do you trust yourself to receive everything you need to receive to make a move when it's time? That's the work. What are you feeling? What's coming up for you?
It is the work, and I do work. Like, I know faith without works, is dead. And so I have the faith, but I don't think I'm doing the work because I start to get in my head and all of those other things that start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I just caught, and I'm going to correct myself. That word work is not easy. What if we change the language? Because when we hear work, we feel we have to do something.
Yes.
And what I'm saying is, let's stop trying to make things be and just let it be naturally. So what's the latest insight you received on this vision of yours? What's the latest glimpse, idea? Tell me.
To put a closure to what I'm currently doing now. Just some things that I need to do within my current position to allow me to be freed up to do some of those things as well. Because I feel like right now I'm kind of stuck here. I feel like I've gotten what I've needed from this part, and now it's time for.
Good. So what from your divine self is one thing you know you must do? Get specific.
I need to call a midwife. I was just thinking this morning when I was listening to your message, it's a midwife in a nearby city that has the same birthing center, easy access to connect with her.
Mm-hmm. Good. What else are you feeling you should do? Notice what I'm doing. I'm saying go within and hear what your truth is telling you. That's all I'm suggesting. Mm-hmm. Right? Anything else?
Yeah, I know it comes off because I still have that, I guess it's just a lot of my personal things as just gets in the way of that as well. You know, just recently being divorced, just a lot of my personal things have just get me caught up and blocked up in how do I have time for this, you know?
So who told you need to be worried about that?
Because I worry about lots of things. I know.
And that's what's going to dull your light.
Um,
That's what's going to stop you from creating. So when I said who told you to worry about that, if the spirit didn't tell you to worry about that, then there's no space for it. The spirit said, make the phone call to the midwife. You do it.
Yes.
We can get lost in those doubts. They're going to come, but you got to trust your glimpses. You have to trust the insight that is in you. Just take it step by step, only by the truth that's in you. Laugh at the doubts when they come. Say, you're not going to stop me today. You may have a day that's not easier than others, but when you're on a high and you have momentum, move.
Yes.
Move. We all go through emotion. There are some days, especially through PMS, I don't want to deal with nobody. I don't want to motivate nobody. I don't want to love on nobody because I need to figure out my own stuff. Okay. Okay. Tirza needs to motivate herself sometimes. Okay. But I will not give up on the divine purpose of my life. So tomorrow will be a better day. Yes. How dare I even think of that? So Cheryl, there is a big calling for you. There's a big calling. Will you risk that? Helping the creation of life because you are fearful and worried about there's so much. How dare you? Think about that.
Yeah.
So you got to move past that. You got to get past those emotions because they come. I understand it. I'm not going to sit here and sell you lies. I know what those emotions are like, but you got to let that calling be the thing that holds you steady, and you don't give up on yourself, and you don't give up on the impact that you want to make. You don't give up on that light that is divinely yours. Imagine you were put on this universe to do just the thing that you were feeling to do. And imagine you do it and what that will create for others. Whoa. But imagine if you get caught up in your ego and it stops you. How would that feel? How would that feel, Cheryl?
Horrible.
You would be so unhappy.
Yeah.
You would be so unhappy, so unfulfilled, because you were designed to create out of your soul, and your dream is very much out of your soul. So what I want you to practice is just listening more to yourself and leaning on the last spiritual insight you receive, and just trusting that. That call to that midwife will open up a door, will offer some direction. And then you're going to do your inner work and keep taking steps spiritually, not out of your ego, not out of fear, just continuous trust in what the universe brings to you moment by moment, day by day. Hold on to those and watch how things unfold for you. You heard my story about divorce, so that cannot be our excuse.
Yes.
That cannot be your excuse. A favor has been done for you. Consider it that.
Okay.
All right, Cheryl, great work. Thank you. Thank you. Love you, sis.
I want to acknowledge the time is 7:57. And I also want to offer something to Cheryl, if that's okay, Tirza.
Yes, go for it.
So I want to roll you all the way back to what you shared in the beginning. At the top, you were like, doing, how am I going to do this by myself? Just inviting you, Tirza already talked about spirit. So first of all, that means you're not alone. And, my language is the ancestors, like there are folks who came before you in birth work, the granny midwives, like all the folks who have been catching babies for eons and have left that legacy and that footprint for you to follow. And so creating a birthing center has nothing to do with you, right? You are a conduit by which it will come through. So when you say by yourself, that's a false paradigm out the gate. And then you also shared how, you're wanting to leave where you're at. And you mentioned how your personal, once again, I, me, how your personal stuff has been getting in the way. Before you transition from anywhere, get present to how your emotional state is, because I'm not saying don't leave your job. I left my job in 2009, but I did it a year before I left because I needed to be grounded in what I was going to do and guided by spirit, not guided by emotions and ego and fear and trauma and all that other stuff. So don't be leaving no job and all this other stuff on the strength of that low vibrational energy, because you will be miserable and the manufacturer of your own misery. So I just wanted to put that out there. Reproductive health, transforming these systems, is not about any single individual. It's a collective process, including spirit and the ancestors. And here I am as a birth worker, birth advocate, activist. My daughter passed as a result of birth inequities in the system. So please talk to me on the side. We have a group, join our group, and we can do this collectively. It's not about us, it's about we. It's not about us individually, it's about we. All right, thank you, Tirza. So you want to say your piece? Thank you, Cheryl, for the transition.
Yes, yes. All right. So my friends, some of you may be heading offline. I want to thank you so much for being here with me and celebrating life as it is today. We are all such beautiful human beings. I invite you to stay in touch with me. And I am offering and having a huge Get Ready for the New Year workshop series, my friends, that's designed to reprogram your mind about how you see yourself, how you're thinking about yourself, how you are perceiving things to be in terms of what you want to achieve in the new year. It is called Let Your Light Shine Bright, Reprogram Your Mind. And it's this idea of focusing on very specific topics that will help you shift your thinking to only winning. See, some of us have a mindset of we are losing, we can't achieve what we want. But the truth is, the perspective has to change so that you only see yourself winning and choosing yourself. And so I would love for you all to check me out. You can visit me on all the social media sites. You can visit my website at tirzamotivates.com. And learn a little bit more about this workshop series that I'll be offering. And there's a special that I'm going to be sharing with you all in just a little bit too, for those who want to attend. But thank you so much for being here with us. I love y'all. I love y'all. For those who are staying, I want to keep hearing from you. Any comments, any additional questions? As a matter of fact, there was one thing that came in the chat I want to speak to. My sister, her name is, give me a second. Let's see, not sure if I can find her now. She was on her cell phone and she may have left even at this point. But while I'm looking, Shawnee, if there's someone that you want to
For sure. And do you remember what the comment is? Because we could still benefit from it whether the sister's here or not.
Oh, I think her name was Catherine.
Oh, Catherine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Kathleen or Catherine?
Catherine's, and she's on an iPhone.
Okay, Catherine.
So she talked about guilt and shame, and I want to hear what she's thinking about around that.
Oh, okay. You wanted to talk directly to her. I know somebody in this space can speak about guilt and shame for sure. Z has her hand up, so we can go to Z. You know, you can speak about whatever you were led to speak about, and if there are pieces about guilt and shame, we can offer it. Oh, and Catherine's here too.
Catherine's here, so let's go back to Catherine, and we'll come to Z after.
All right, come on through, Catherine. If you can unmute yourself.
Yes, peace and blessings, everyone.
Hi.
So, I love your energy, facilitator. I love it. I love it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you so much. So guilt and shame for me on the journey, I noticed were handcuffs for me. And I had some things that inside of me that I wanted to do, not necessarily believing that I could do them. And what I noticed was there was some guilt and shame around things that kept me from moving forward, even if it was something that somebody else wanted me to do. So that's what I was putting out there when I was writing in the chat, was that especially when it comes around to believing those things, believing things that are true, that are not necessarily true. And then I'm trying to move forward with knowing that the power's inside of me. I wasn't taught that the power was inside of me. I was taught that it was outside of me and I needed to go get it. And so, yeah, it was around all of that. I know you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
And when the sister was talking, when she was speaking, and right now, what's pressing for me, community, is how we give so much to I'm putting the air quotes up, to a job. We're showing up, we're making money, looking forward to retirement. And then when retirement comes, we're so worn out. And so that's been pressed upon me, is that conditioning that keeps us even from being a very, very strong us and we. So yeah, you feel me. It's a lot going on from what, and I'm just coming on. And when I came on to what she was sharing, I was like, wow, thank you. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to not feel, but see, because my seeing is best when my eyes is closed. That's my motto. I see best when my eyes are closed. So that's with the no, nobody can come shame me. There are some things I've done that I would not want to see broadcasted. However, I'm comfortable enough in myself to say it out loud, knowing that that pulls away the any hesitation, or it breaks those chains. It breaks the chain. So yes, I'm not complete. However, I'm gonna be quiet.
Thank you so much for sharing. You said so much that I can build on. I love that you use the term conditioning, because that's what I mean by the reprogramming of the mind. We have been conditioned to believe things that do not serve us and keep us back from being free. The conditioning, the programming, the constructs holds us back. So one of the conditions that I had to break free from, Catherine, like you said, is thinking there was a power outside of me. So I'll be praying to God, waiting to hear from God, when all along the answer was within me, because I am one with the Creator, my source. And so we get caught up in, I need to hear from someone else, or the powers outside of me. And that someone else could be you believing as God, or it could be what my mother thinks, or what my partner thinks. But it's outside of you, and you can't think for yourself and make a decision that is in alignment with what's for you from your soul, because you're so busy thinking about what's outside of you to be able to do what you need to do. Everything that you have is divinely already within you. Again, you have to trust yourself, though. That's a process, especially when you're conditioned to believe that your answers are outside of you. The truth is, your answers are within you. So when I was working with the sister who wants to open the birthing center, I was inviting her to practice listening to what's inside of herself, what she's been hearing already from herself. The issue of shame and guilt, the Bible says, here's a scripture, I'm recalling it because it helped me so much in having to make a transition in my life. Do not look back, for there is a new thing coming. Do not, now I'm paraphrasing, y'all. I don't know where it came from. I can't remember, but it held me down. Do not look back, for there is a new thing coming. So shame is back. Guilt is the past. When you keep looking back there, how do you think you are going to be able to move forward fully? When you're hanging out in shame, you're entertaining what was rather than what is becoming, or what is present in the moment. And so when you entertain the shame, it only brings you down. It only entertains those lies of fear, doubt, and you're not enough, and you're going to fail. So you have to stop looking back and be present to where you are, and expect only good to come moving forward. Let me see, what else did I want to say? I spoke about other people, right? So let me just add this piece. Stop giving a damn about what other people think. Stop giving a damn about what other people think. You know, I laugh. Where I'm at in my life and the choices that I'm making for myself have positioned me to be highly fulfilled and achieving almost everything that I desire. But I'm telling you, if I entertained what other people around me thought was best for me because of their conditioning, I would not be here with you all today in the mind space that I am in the holding a space of inner freedom, because I would have been too caught up in what other people think I should do. You know what's best for you. You must trust you. Stop giving a damn about what other people think is best for you.
All right now. So I want to acknowledge that our beloved community member, our sister, Zahura, wanted to speak very early on in the process, and I didn't remember that. And so I want to go back. Zahura, if you are still willing to share, the invitation is there to share maybe about what was up for you earlier or something new. So just offering that up before we move ahead so that you can be acknowledged. So I'm just inviting you to unmute. All righty, maybe she's up to something else. All right, so we have two hands. And let's see, Z was next, and then there's another hand which we will get to. Z, you ready?
Hey, Sister Z, how are you?
I'm always blessed, beloved.
Good to see you.
Thank you. It was always good to see you.
Thank you.
I have a confession. My hand is up because I was guided to put it there. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be saying right now. So I'm opening myself up. I had my hand up earlier and I put it back down. And then I was told, you need to speak.
All right. What's coming up for you from this conversation today? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? What are you struggling with? What are you leaning into?
I've been getting, I call them downloads. Well, I've been getting them all my life. And through like the last 2 decades, when I got lost, all of that got silenced. And now that I'm waking up, it's all coming back in like an avalanche, like a tsunami. And it's feeling exciting and simultaneously completely terrifying and overwhelming because it's a lot. And getting it in little bits and pieces, it didn't feel so big, but getting it all at once feels like how in the world am I going to do all of these things? I know I'm getting them because I'm supposed to do them, but how? And I've been I've been getting better and better at not stopping myself, but I'm looking at where I am in my life right now. And that terror creeps up because where I am right this moment in my life is so far from where I'm seeing I'm going.
Thank you for sharing that, Z. Thank you for that. So one step at a time. One step at a time. I remember having a feeling of, oh my God, I'm called to do important work and I feel the pressure of it. But I'm thinking about what Shawnee said about you're not alone. And I remember someone very dear to me shared that with me. He said, you're not out here alone doing it. And what does that mean? I'm going to repeat something I said before. When you make the choice to do it and you listen to yourself in terms of what the spirit is guiding you to do step by step, the universe will bring to you who you need to support you. what resource you need to get it done. So you have to set yourself free from thinking that there's a load on your shoulder. You're not practicing enough of everything is working for my good. It's all going to come together. Lean more in that trust. When you are feeling frantic about everything around you, you can't hear. So what if right now you just create a space of chill out? Let's see what today leads me to do. How does that feel? Just thinking about that. Chill out. Nothing highly spiritual about that. It's just chill out, Z, and trust that you will get what you need in the moment. How does that feel to you?
Honestly, it feels like what I need to be doing, it's being overpowered by, I don't have time to chill out. I have too much to do.
But here's what I'm saying. If you move in that energy, I like what Shawnee said about the vibration. If you're moving in that vibration, you won't accomplish a damn thing.
Yeah, I know.
So what I'm speaking about is you working on your energy and your vibration. Never mind the other stuff that you have to do. There's a vibration that you are going to have to acquire that gives you this perfect peace where you get to the place of knowing and you're steady in that knowing and you're listening rather than being frantic. That's a work. That's the inner work. That's that powerful inner work. Because when we're frantic, when we're overwhelmed, and when we're in doubt, we don't create at the level that we're called to create. We have to be well. I can't do this work without being well within myself. That's why I say some days I can't motivate because I know I have to do my work. And so what I'm inviting you to do is develop that vibration of confidence and positivity and an energy of self-love and trust that everything is working out for you. Here's what I like to offer the community. I call them my 6 realms of freedom. We're going to be wrapping up soon. So it's very important that I share this all with you. And Z, I believe that this will be beneficial to you. It's important that we have an understanding and a practice about how the universe works. Okay, how the universe works. And so what I'm going to share with you are my 6 realms to freedom. And these are beliefs that I want you to write down somewhere and look at them every day and remind yourself about them. They have been my guiding light in terms of me staying steady and being in a knowing that it's all good. So the first thing, and if you all could put this in the chat, Shawnee or Kenyofu, that would be beneficial. Sure. Life is for you, not against you. Life is for you. This was a big breakthrough for me because the conditioning was for me, life is hard. Life is hard. Oh my God. And it's so funny when I hear my 8-year-old say this. I'm like, where did you get that from? Life is hard. No, life is for you. Life is for you, not against you. The second one, everything is working for your good. Everything is working for your good. Now, when we talk about conditioning, I'm talking about from condition to reprogramming. And this is what my workshop series that I'm offering is about. Reprogramming your mind to what is real, what is true, what is positive, what works for you, and getting out of the deficit zone that everything is hard. No, everything is working for your good. Every situation. We may not understand all the details and what we're experiencing, but it works for your good if you trust and believe this truth. Now, I told you a little bit about my story, and I have testimony of times when I thought I was going to hit the floor, but everything worked for my good when I started seeing and believing that it would. You have to see it and believe it. The third thing that I want you all to remember is that the source your creator, some of y'all call him God, is working in your favor and is only good. So the conditioning that I had, the conditioning, that's why we have to reprogram our mind. The conditioning is that the creator God is looking for you to do something wrong. And you have to go through something really hard and maybe even go through some level of punishment to get to a certain place. That was my conditioning. And then I had to reprogram my mind to see the truth that God is good because I'm good and I'm God. And that God is only working in my favor. So start putting all those together. The first one, life is working for you, not against you. Everything is working for your good. God is good and only working in your favor. Only working in your favor. Imagine living life thinking that. Here's the fourth one, right? I'm reading my notes. The fourth one. You are a perfect soul. You are soul. You are not this costume or uniform, the flesh. You are soul and spirit and light. You are perfect, and you are constantly unfolding to get to know your perfection even more. And what's in your perfection are all those things that you have been called to create, because you will be the perfect one to create it. And as you step out and begin to see the perfection of your soul and lean into the creating from that perfection, you will become more intimately connected to yourself, appreciating yourself more. There is nothing wrong with you. We've been conditioned to believe there's stuff wrong with us. Nope. How could God be imperfect? Because you are one with God. Again, I'll use different terms, your source, your creator, whatever suits you. The next one, you have everything or can have everything you desire. It is true. We have been taught or conditioned to believe that we cannot have what we want. I do not sign up for that anymore. I believe that I can have the desires of my heart, and I pursue that. So that leads to my final one, number 6. If I can have what I desire, that means that I am responsible for creating what it is that I want. I am responsible for creating my destiny. I am the creator of my destiny. I am the creator of myself. You are the creator of your destiny. So if you're standing true that life is for you, if you're believing that everything is working for your good, if you believe that God is working in your favor, your source is working in your favor, making things happen for you, behind the scenes, moving everything for you, and you are perfect for what is for you, and you can have what you desire, then you have everything to create what you need in terms of your destiny. I stand true to those things. I remind myself of that regularly. I call it the realms of freedom because they set me free from any attachments or any conditions or beliefs that hinder me from shining my light bright. And so Z, and for everyone else here today, I invite you to really begin to reprogram any thinking that doesn't line up with these truths. It's time that we see ourselves for who we really are, in the divine light of our higher self, trusting that everything is working for us, listening to our inner self guide us for what we need to do moment by moment and day by day to create, to be well, and to let our light shine. So I'm gonna stop here. I know we're reaching that 8:30 hour. Any final thoughts on comments on what I shared about the realms of freedom? I welcome them. And then I'm excited to share with you what I have to offer you for these workshops, because I want to work with you and reprogram anything negative around how you see life, circumstances, people, or what's for you. All right. Do we want to tap into the group, Shawnee?
Yes, let's hear some final shares. We have a little bit of time maybe to hear from 2 people. So Sherry, I see that you embraced the affirmation that you have everything that you need to manifest everything that you desire. Please let us know if you want to come off mute and just share more about that. And then Amelia, believing that you can have everything that you desire. So Sherry, Amelia, whomever pops on first. And then Teresa, I see your hand. Amelia, you ready?
Yes. Good morning,
right.
everyone. Tirza.
Hey, Amelia, how are you?
I am well, actually. I'm even better after just hearing these affirmations just now. And I want to thank Z too, because I popped in just in the nick of time, because I was in that space in my own mind just now of doubting. And I've been in that space for the last 2 days. And I know I was trying to get myself out of it, really trying to do my inner work, but it wasn't happening. So I woke up, looked at my phone, and I'm like, you know what, let me get on Wake Up this morning because I really need some outside inspiration. So everything you were sharing was the reminder that my inner spirit needed to hear in this moment, because there are times when I can remind myself, and I'm very great at reminding myself, and there are times when that shit don't work. So I was just really truly grateful to have those reminders at exactly the time that I needed them. So thank you so much, and thank you, community.
Yes, thank you, Amelia. Thank you for sharing. I see Jackie has her hands up. Hey, Jacqueline.
Good morning. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, great. I had to go outside. What you said was a word, girl. Everything that you said has been happening for me lately. I'm just relaxing into that momentum and just allowing that feeling of what it's going to look like when I finish to carry me forward. And it's a struggle sometimes to stay in that place, but I keep working for it. And it's funny how you said the universe just opens up for you, because I get these little messages and then people call me and things happen. This is the right, this feels right. So I just encourage people to, feel that feeling of satisfaction that you get when you accomplish your goals, and when things drop in place, moving you forward in that place, to embrace it, be open to it, and just to be loving it. And that's how I'm feeling right now. And I appreciate you, Tirza, because you started the ball rolling.
Thank you, Jackie. Wonderful. It looks like you in the Caribbean somewhere. Is this a fact?
Yes, it is. I'm in Aruba.
Look at you manifesting, girl, manifesting. I love it. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, Jackie. And I want to, there's a word that Jackie used. She said relax. And I'm thinking about a good friend. We were just talking about this the other day, and he stated, I'm going to try to quote him, when you are at a relaxed state, you are at the highest level. Yes. About anything, right? So,
yes.
So wherever you are, starting a business, writing a book, a new relationship, dealing with circumstances with children, when you are at a relaxed state, which is sort of this knowing and just being at peace with it, you are at the highest space in terms of where you could be relaxed. So I love that you used that word. Thank you. It reminded me of what was being shared with me. All right.
Hey, beautiful. Ashe.
Yes. Shawnee, do we keep going?
Yeah, I'm going to ask everybody to keep your shares short, because we want to make sure that Tirza can complete by the time she designated for herself. So Teresa, if you could unmute.
Yes, I just want to say to Tirza, when you said about the thing about the God thing, about listening to the Spirit speaking to you, and people saying, oh, wait on God, that's one of the places where I have to just let go with other people and just work on, with my point of that, because I believe I tapped into that by coming on Wake Up, because a lot of times I was like, I'm waiting on God, and I was like, and I never understood, I didn't really tap into understand what that meant. So when you brought that out, I just wanted to encourage anyone who is struggling with that is to listen. It's like God is speaking through you, and He speaks to you very well. And it could be like sometime in a flower, whatever. Just look for Him to speak to you to any source that He wants to use. Don't I'm waiting on God. Well, listen, He's been ready for us to work, but if we don't put the effort to do it, then we'll miss out so many things. And so, because I'm not in that mindset, and I just want to release myself from trying to convince other people to get to that mindset. That's the main thing that I wanted to say, is I want to release trying to force people to think like that. Whenever they're ready, they're ready. And so I'm releasing that today here, and I'm complete.
Beautiful. Thank you. And Teresa, you said something that I often say to my coaching clients. They'll say, I'm waiting for God. And I'm like, God is waiting for you. Okay. Like, you already have the permission. Stop waiting. He's like sitting like, I positioned you. You got it. Do it. Get ready. Just step out there. So this whole idea of I'm waiting on God, let that go. God is waiting on you. Okay. To do the work that is needed to be done for humanity, all right? For your well-being. All right, who's next? I would love to hear from my sister, Stacy. Where did she just go? She was here.
She's not on camera, but she's here.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Bill.
What's up?
Yes. So, Grand Rising family, I just wanted to come on and not coming on camera today. I'll FaceTime you later. I am just in the space to for love and growth, and that's what we get here. And I just want to acknowledge you. So I had to come off of mute. I'm so full. I just want to acknowledge you. Like, you are so bright, and I love, like, just keep letting your light shine, like the scripture that you said. Like, God didn't give us this light for us to put it under a bowl, a cup, or anything. Like, we are here. Our purpose is to shine, and you are shining so bright. I'm just so moved, and I'm so touched and inspired and so blessed to have you in my life and in the life of all of these people, and just to be just how we're all connected. Like, Tirza is my friend for over 25 years. And for me to even introduce her to the community, and then everybody gets to love on her. You get to love on everyone, and you get to contribute to them, and they get to contribute to you. Like, what a blessing. So God is grand. Okay, I look jacked up, but I'm gonna just come off. God is grand. I love you. And thank you, Shawnee, also for creating this space. Thank you, Shamani, who's on my altar. And I always thank her for the space of Wake Up Everybody, that this is a family, that we are family. And that is it. I'm just watching. I watch everybody's growth, everybody's love, where we're ascending to, which is our logo for Wake Up Everybody, Ascension. And we're doing it. It's happening. It's happening. It's not waiting. It's already done. So thank you. I love you.
I love you, Stacy. Thank you so much. Thank you for celebrating me and being here with me. I love you, sis. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Nia has her hands up. Shawnee, I'm sure you're agreeing that Nia will be the last comment.
Yes,
okay.
absolutely.
All right.
Nia, you ready?
Yes. I want to touch base on relax. I've been fighting to keep my job because I'm not vaccinated. So, and it's been 2.5 months. I've been out of work, no pay, right? For the life of me, I couldn't understand why I wasn't frantic, nervous, like having a breakdown or running, trying to make money here. I mean, I am striving to make money, that I'm doing, but I mean, I'm just not. I would have thought that I would be going crazy by now, not being paid for 2.5 months. When I was getting paid, I was like, okay, gotta find another job. So I'm like, wow. I kept saying, okay, this is God. I'm not stressed out. But now it's like, this is me. This is the God in me. And how I sense, like, I don't have to be so frantic about money, and I don't have to be worried, because I know that the universe is giving me what I need. And that's why I'm not so stressed.
Yes.
I mean, I have a loved one who's on her dying bed. One of my best friend's daughter just passed. Like, I have the stresses on top of the stresses, and I wasn't understanding why I wasn't in that place I was previously, before knowing the strength in me. I'm just blown away. And I'm so happy to be in this space with all of you sisters, because it's a different way of seeing life, thinking and believing and knowing that everything is within us. Oh, this feels so good. I'm sorry that I'm not on camera, but I just woke up, literally.
All is well.
And I heard what I needed to hear. And I just want to say thank you to all of you. And I'm so looking forward to just learning more, and being a part of the space. So thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I just feel so liberated and free to share my thoughts, because really in my circle, when I share, it's not the same. And I know that I'm a high energy person. Like, I've been told that all my life, in terms of my energy and how I sense things and how magnetic I am. I'm still learning about that because strangers tell me. So that's something that I'm learning about. I don't know if you have like a facilitator to that talks about that energy. So I'm still learning about that as well. But it's deep and I'm loving it all. So thank you all. Tirza, and I was on when Shawnee spoke before. It's just also amazing. Thank you. I'm complete.
Yeah, thank you for
All right.
sharing. Bless you. Keep
Yes.
at it.
Yes. Need a purpose. All right, be on it, be about it. I'm so sorry, Tirza, but just going back to Zahora once again, do you want to share, sis? And you be the absolute last person to share, because you were looking to do it early. I called your name before, but I think you were doing something else. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, go ahead, sis.
I think it was a very,
We're having a hard time hearing you.
it was a very insightful meeting today, and it touched base with me on a lot of things. But like I really wanted to put out there that your struggles are what how you overcome them. These things in life that present themselves to us, it's only us being able to overcome them. So that's what I had mentioned earlier on the ability to overcome our struggles. I learned that from what you were saying. This is a burning desire in my soul, and I believe that God is with me, and I'm complete.
Beautiful. Yes, you are.
Thank you.
All right, Tirza, we are complete. And we thank you for just being your awesome self. So let's move forward with the Woo completion ritual. That's what I'll call it. And we'll start off with your special offer for the community. You can start speaking about it as I post it.
Yeah. So my friends, as I've been sharing with you, I am having a Get Ready for the New Year virtual workshop series titled Let Your Queen Shine, Reprogram Your Mind. And I'm offering 6 unique workshops that will be 2 hours each. Here's the deal. You can attend one or you can attend them all, okay? Fix your focus is the first topic. You are already enough is the second topic. It's okay to choose you is the third topic. Let go of your comfort zone is the fourth topic. Freedom from a scarcity mindset is another topic. And then we will wrap up with forget smart goals, set soul goals. So here's the offering that I want to make. You are looking at this screen and you're seeing first 5 women. My spirit, I am so full that if every woman on this line, more than 5, text me or email me saying they want to be a part of this experience, I am offering half off the 3 bundle or the 6 bundle workshop. Now, let me break it down to you. So if you attend 3 workshops, the fee will be $175, but I'm going to cut that in half. And you pay $87.50 to attend 3 workshops, powerful workshops where a community of queens come together and do work on any of the topics you are interested in. If you decide you can't miss any of these and you need to be at all 6, beautiful. The fee that I'm charging for 6 is $275, But for you, you will get half off of that, and I will charge you $137.50. So what am I saying? I'm inviting every single woman who's on the line. If you reach out to me today by email or text by midnight tonight, you will get 50% off either the 3 bundle or the 6 bundle. I want to do the work with you, ladies. This is our time to shine. I know these workshops are going to shift and change how you see yourself, your perspective on life, and what you believe you could create in 2022. And I want to support you in that. Learn more about my workshop series at visiting bit.ly/Queen Series. There's a whole bunch of information with a lot of detail in terms of what each workshop offers. And reach out to me directly if you want to learn more. I love you all. And I'm extending this to every single person up till midnight today, or rather tomorrow. All right, y'all, that's it. I hope you all will join me.
All right, take a moment to screenshot it too, if you like. For those who are not quick on the draw and able to type in the hyperlink, or so that you can go to the site, screenshot it while it's up, because it's about to be, we're about to move on to the next slide. All right, your contact information, love, just declare all the ways we can be in touch with you.
Yeah, so follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn at Tirza Motivates. If you want to email me, it's tirzabargriff@gmail.com. And my website is tirzamotivates.com. There you can also find out about the workshop series. By the way, my number is 929-312-8809. If you want to text me, I see the text is coming in already. I'm excited. And as soon as we wrap up, I'm going to respond to you so that we can get this moving forward. Beautiful.
Ashe. All righty. So for tomorrow and Thursday, we will experience the powerful offerings of 3 dynamic sisters. One, tomorrow, Dr. Danette Bean will be presenting Out with the Lies, In with the Truth, how to really be that healthy new you. All this week, we have had this phenomenal experience of all of these powerful individuals just sharing. Yesterday, we talked about the imposter syndrome, and here Tirza is talking about the light, and then out with the lies, because when our light is blocked, or when we're operating from the imposter syndrome, we're operating from a space of untruth about ourselves and untruth about the way the world works. And after that, on Thursday, December 16th, we have Impact, a Closer Look, facilitated by Coach Cheryl Glenn and Coach Chana Mahia. And we just invite you to set your alarms and be prepared to engage in this deepening of identifying who we are, what impact we have on the world, and the truth about why we were born and what we're here and called to do. All righty. So we want to hear from you, Tirza, about the love offerings.
Yes, yes. Y'all want to bless me with some finances? Please do so. I receive it. I appreciate it. Thank you. I have moved from a scarcity mindset, believing that I have everything that I need and everything will be provided to me at just the right time. So even asking you to bless me, if that's what your soul is calling you to do, is part of that belief of not having a scarcity mindset. And so thank you, brothers and sisters, for loving on me. And I appreciate you. And, there's my Cash App if you want to do that. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you. Now remember, the code is #478TBG, 478TBG, so we can make sure that it is aligned with this session and with Tirza. All right. The Woo Nation welcomes all new members to the space. Sister Stacy mentioned earlier that our word, or one of them, that's a high vibrational word, is ascension. In this space, we are here to learn, elevate, and ascend, because that is our divine birthright. We are here to have our light shine, as Tirza said. And as we have our light shine, we get elevated, we expand, and we also have a ripple effect in the world and also the people in it. So we invite you to return. As we say here, don't hit it and quit it. Please do be an active, present member of the community and share the message and the opportunity with others so that we can continue to grow. We want you to come in and participate 5 days out of the week if you're able, but if you are not, here's the schedule. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. we gather in this same space to engage in the offering for the day. And then on Monday and Wednesday, we gather from 7 to 7:30 for 30 minutes of excellence, an appetizer to carry you through your day and your week. So please do join us. We do send out alerts. Somebody mentioned earlier, I think it was Cheryl, who didn't receive her alert. So we want to definitely make sure that we're on top of that. And if you are not receiving alerts via text, you can type in the number 74121, and then type the word Woo Nation, and then you'll start to get alerts. Maybe you cut them off by accident. You can always reinstate them and be with us in the space where we live stream on Facebook. All right, and just asking everybody, if you're unmuted, mute yourself. We have new merchandise, merch for the Wake Up Everybody community. So we have bags to tote your items, maybe take it to the grocery store, because now at the stores, they don't automatically give bags. We have a iPad, I think, or laptop holder or sleeve to drop your laptop in. We have journals for you to write your notes about Wake Up, or write your notes about what you're creating for 2022 and how you're manifesting that. You can drink your tea out of a mug as you write. You can also get a water bottle so you can nourish yourself, and you can wear your t-shirt and everything that you need all at the same time so we can keep growing. So Woo Swag, bit.ly/Woo Swag. Let's shop. Let's buy for ourselves. And then also, if you are buying for the holiday or Kwanzaa, Christmas, Hanukkah, you can buy these gifts and share them with others. So we want to thank you and ask you to stay in touch with us. We literally feel your energy in this space when you show up and you show out and you're authentic and you allow your light to shine. And so let's keep doing that. We can register for each week's session and see what we're offering up through the eBlast, bit.ly/Wake Up Movement. We're on Facebook under our private and public pages. So bit.ly Woo Community, bit.ly Woo Nation in all caps. We're on Instagram, YouTube, and you can email us if you have powerful facilitators you want to recommend, or if you have suggestions for what we're about to do, then you can also share those at info.wakeupseries@gmail.com. And we thank you ahead of time for sharing those messages. So let's love on our beloved sister, Tirza. Unmute yourself, unmute yourself, unmute yourself, unmute yourself, and let's do this and do the love shower as only we can do it.
Love you,
Thank you,
Tirza.
Thank you
Tirza.
so
Love you.
much for the
Appreciate you.
reminder.
You're
Thank you
beautiful.
for
Don't
your
be afraid.
Inspiring.
Now.
how
Okay,
that
let's move forward, everybody.
Appreciated.
You are in the dark
You did a
spaces.
wonderful job.
Can't get over
Amazing.
Thank
out
you
of
for
their
your
own way.
move forward, everybody.
You are
Reminded me of
amazing. I
Awesome.
so appreciate the
Amazing.
reminders of spirit.
the obedience,
so helpful.
spirit,
Your light.
all times and
Z
no
community, thank you, Shani. Thank you, Camille. Thank you, everyone, for creating this space to be a place that you can come to. Feel welcome, feel whole, feel at peace. Listen, I love you guys. Have an amazing, amazing day.
Thank you.
I love everyone. Jackie, I'm coming to Aruba with you.
Love you.
Coming to Aruba with you real soon.
Thank you, Tirza. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Yes.
Thank you for
Thank you.
blessing me.